Live,
We are
live, live.
live.
Again.
Yeah.
See, we ain't been live since what y'all saw. When
Yeah.
we was out and about.
Yeah.
Out and about.
So, if you missed it, goodness, I
Yeah,
confused. I
Leah.
might take these out. They look crazy.
But,
My lashes look crazy. I don't like how they look. Anyways, guys, we're fresh off of a trip. We went on a trip finally.
yeah, finally got out, man. Get back to traveling, doing
Getting
our
back to
thing.
traveling.
Yeah.
Did you all comment?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're back. I don't know. I don't want to get into too much detail about it. But yeah, Jeremiah, our oldest, graduated last Wednesday, right before we left. So
Yeah,
it's going to
man.
be a really busy month. Juliana
Birthday coming up.
has a birthday coming up, and then on top of that, we have Randall's birthday is at the end of the month, so it's going to be a lot going on.
Yeah, it's a crazy month.
It's a crazy month. It's going to be a lot going on.
Back to back.
Back
Stuff
to back,
happening, back to
stuff
back.
happening. I'll be right back.
Yeah. It's gonna be a crazy.
More people to come in.
Yeah. It's gonna be a crazy month, man. We just waiting for more people to come in. See what's going on. But yeah, it's gonna be a crazy month, back to back. Yeah, man, but the thing is, we getting back to traveling, definitely getting back to it. Gotta do that thing right. Thanks for coming in, appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up. Say hello. Saying what y'all getting into on this Monday night, man. We back home, chilling in this hot tub. Thanks for the thumbs up, appreciate it. Yeah, man, we got a lot of stuff coming for y'all, so y'all definitely stay tuned. Stay tuned to the channel, because we got a lot of stuff coming on. What's going on? Thank y'all for coming in. Appreciate it. King Daniel, what's going on, man? How you doing? Tom Meek, yo, what's going on? How y'all doing, man? Thank y'all for coming in. Appreciate it, man. Hit the thumbs up. Man, we doing good, man. We doing real good, man. We getting back to traveling, man, doing our thing. Yeah, birthday. Yeah, my birthday, my daughter's birthday is next week. Mine's at the end of the month. So, yeah, we got a lot going on, man. Thank y'all for coming in.
What's up?
Yeah, King
I
Daniel.
turned 29
Oh,
today.
you 29 today. Okay.
Wow. Happy birthday.
Yeah, congratulations. Yeah.
Yeah.
29, man.
That's a milestone.
Yeah, that's big.
I wouldn't say that's old, but
That's
a
not,
milestone.
That's good,
But,
man.
Yes, a lot going on. If y'all
Yeah.
missed the last live, go check it out. We were live on board the MSC Seascape.
Yeah, check
So
that live out.
We have a lot of content coming from
We got a lot of
our
content.
cruise.
Like crazy.
A lot of content is going to be coming.
Yeah.
Definitely check that out. What you doing? Yeah, definitely check that out. We have a lot of content coming from that cruise. I mean, a lot. I'm kind of
man.
overwhelmed.
We was going crazy. I know I was going crazy. I couldn't stop recording.
We recorded and took so many
Pictures, recordings,
we made
little
sure
clips.
we made sure to get things that people
Everything.
don't typically cover on the ship, and
Yeah, we tried to get some different stuff.
difference of opinion, and just tried to cover different things on the ship from what other people have covered.
Different
I don't want to
angles
get
and stuff,
too far into it. We did experience the new cruise terminal, so we have some insights on that.
I like that. Yeah, that was nice.
The modern day. I'm having pasta and chicken for my birthday dinner tonight. I'll send y'all some very Kali if there's any leftover. I know that's right.
Yeah, that sounds good too, man.
Yeah.
I know you gonna eat that up, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got to experience the new cruise terminal
Yeah.
for MSC. That was
MSC,
really
right.
interesting. It's a more technologically advanced process now than what people were going through in the past, which was slowing down
the
the
process.
embarkation.
Yeah.
The embarkation process. So we had a lot going on with that. It was, I mean, I felt like it was smoother.
Man,
They
that
made
drink
it a
was too
lot
smooth.
smoother. So yeah.
Too smooth. I couldn't even believe that, man. We got there, and it was real smooth, man. We ain't had no hiccups like that.
It was.
Yeah, it really wasn't no hiccups like that.
It was the more modern cruise terminal. I will say the drive on the way to the cruise terminal was crazy. There's a lot of construction going on over there right now.
Yeah.
And I didn't care for that whole stretch of road. We both drove it. I just didn't care for that stretch of road. It was like
that joint.
crazy.
That joint, wow. I ain't even gonna lie.
It's just,
that
it
joint.
felt like it looked like the road was falling apart from the drive over there.
It's crazy. It was too much construction going on over there.
Yeah, it looked like it was falling apart.
That's why I think they were doing that construction like that too.
Mm-hmm.
For real, because you can do on overpasses and everything else.
Yeah, so there was, we're going to get more information on it when we do our sit down. I will say it's AI. There's AI involved with your check-in process.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would say don't even bring a birth certificate anymore.
AI is taking over.
No, it's not.
No.
But someone is asking, is that your dad? No.
No.
So the whole process, it's AI is taking over, y'all. Like
AI is taking over,
AI
man.
I don't recommend bringing your birth certificate to the new cruise terminal. Get a passport, especially with what's going on in the country right now. You shouldn't be using a birth certificate to travel anywhere. I said what I said. I'm saying it in a nice way, but really, that should just be a temporary situation. Taking your passport to travel, taking your birth certificate.
Your birth certificate, yeah.
To travel anywhere.
AI is going crazy.
Here's the thing. I stood in line and I went through the first time. The second time when I had it take my picture against my passport, it couldn't match me. The first time it matched me. AI is trash. It's just not there yet. So I had to go to a manual officer to have him look at my passport and look at me. But the first time, even still, the process was smooth. Randall was able to go straight through. So it depends.
Yeah. We went straight through. We went straight through everything was straight sweet,
it's
man.
Trash. I'm sorry. I mean, the people that write it, it's just not there yet. I mean, you'll hear stories about people in the taxis doubling around. Hold up.
What are you talking about?
I just don't,
I can't see it. I can't even see it.
Sorry, I just can't have people stopping my live stream like that. But yeah, it's trash. It's just not there yet. But you had every few people would have to go over to the other side where they were manually looking at passports. But it is what it is. I think that right now, though it was crazy. A lot of people said it was a smoother process, which it did feel like it was. But like I said, you shouldn't be using a birth certificate to go anywhere unless it's like a last minute thing and you just couldn't get your passport.
You couldn't get your passport.
You need to have a passport right now. It's too much going on.
Get your passport. Anybody, everybody.
It's too much going on U.S. soil.
Yeah.
It's too much going on
American soil.
American soil right now.
You
gotta have a passport.
You gotta have a passport just in case.
I mean, I'm not cutting on nobody, but taking a birth certificate to leave,
make it happen.
even if it's a closed cruise, just isn't too smart right now.
Right.
But so the embarkation was smooth. The ship is itself has an international vibe. Not
Oh,
getting
yeah.
into too much detail. Try to keep the conversation to the topic, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the cruise itself was more international. It had
Oh yeah,
international
you had a
vibes.
mix of people, all types of mix. I
Um,
mean, everybody was on that ship. It was crazy.
It was
Yeah.
everybody from all different cultures. It a lot of Spanish people.
You said life be life or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does. King
So
Dan. It's crazy.
it is. Um, there was a lot of Spanish people. There was a lot of people from the Caribbean,
One was from
African,
Haitian, Haiti.
Muslims,
Yeah.
people
India.
from India and the Middle East were on
I
the
mean,
ship.
yeah, the vibes was crazy, man. It was
was.
from all
So-
over, all different type of
So
cultures.
equally, I mean, it felt more like it didn't feel like an American cruise. It felt
No.
more like we left the country.
Yeah, it wasn't
I
now.
think that's the whole vibe that's getting under people's skin.
It
that,
is.
Are used to traveling.
Speaking different languages.
Yeah, with a more Americanized cruise.
Yep,
so I
eating
think that's
different
a part of
foods.
the issues. It is different cuisines.
Different foods and everything on
I
there,
would
man.
say if you're more used to chicken tenders, burgers, hot dogs, fried foods,
Oh, yeah.
seafood boils, stuff
The
like
typical American stuff, you probably ain't
that's
gonna like
not
it.
going to be your ship.
Yeah, you probably not
It's
gonna like
not
it.
going to be your ship.
But if you're more open-minded,
French fries.
you'll be good on that
It's
ship.
more
I'm telling you that.
That's more of a foodie cruise.
Yeah.
MSC is not for people. There's stuff that's like really, really great on the ship.
Yeah.
Which we'll get into more details when we have our sit down and when we do. I think it's going to be like a full-length movie, to be honest, because we have so much
It's got so much
content.
stuff though. That's the crazy thing. Yeah.
It's so much content, so it's probably going to be more like a full-length movie when I put it out. I don't think I'm going to put it. I'm not going to milk y'all with a bunch of individual videos and have like 20 videos on one thing. I think I'm just going to do it all in one swap. The only thing where I'm going to have it like
Got to edit it
in
down.
increments like that, I don't even think I'm going to edit it down. It's just going to be a full video.
'Cause it's so much.
You don't have
It's a lot.
You don't have the attention span in advance. You're going to probably have to go check out my TikTok. So follow
Yeah,
me
'cause
at
that's-
J
that's
Bunny
on-
Taylor.
Yeah.
That's the only place you're going to be getting.
Oh yeah, if y'all on
Oh, yeah,
TikTok,
what
go
you
over there
saying?
to TikTok. If y'all on
I'm
TikTok.
surprised y'all still together. Y'all don't miss a beat. Y'all look so young. Thank you.
Oh yeah, thank you.
King
Appreciate
Daniel.
it.
Yeah,
King
we've
Daniel,
been married
appreciate it.
15 years. People on the ship
Yeah,
didn't believe us
15
that we've
years,
been married
man.
15 years and we're 40. They just didn't believe it.
Yeah, people ain't believe. A lot of people don't believe how old we are. Like they don't even know how old we really are, man. It's crazy. So we gotta tell them. You know what I'm like, nah, man, we've been around. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing this thing right here. You know, called life. Been doing this thing. Yeah, but a lot of people they don't be believing us, man. They thinking we younger than what we are. Think we in our 20s, our 30s or something.
Yeah, they never believe it.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. But it's more for you gotta step out of your comfort zone
Yeah, man. You gotta be more open-minded if you want to get on that
if
ship.
you want to get on that ship.
I'm telling you, you
That's-
gotta be more open-minded. If you're more open-minded, you'll have a good time.
Yeah.
You'll have a good time.
It's not really for people that have trouble, try and put it in a nice way, but trouble stepping out of like predominantly like black or predominantly white areas.
Yeah.
If you struggle with that, that's not the cruise ship.
Yeah,
for
that
you.
ain't the ship for you. You gotta find something else.
I will say the comedian was saying it was outside of the norm where he noticed there was more black people that weekend, and it was a lot.
It was a lot,
a
yeah.
lot of
We
black
was
people on
there,
the
yeah.
ship.
It was a lot. We was on there.
I would say though the Spanish,
Oh, Latinas.
the
The
Latinos,
Latinos.
Latinas, primos y primas,
Yeah,
tios
primos.
y tías, abuela,
Man, they was on there. Heavy. They was on there
tita,
heavy.
They were all on there, man. They was on there heavy, man.
Yeah, I was like, golly.
I was surprised though, like they were smuggling food heavy.
Oh, yeah, all types of, man,
They were
yeah.
smuggling food heavy at the buffet.
Cause you know we had buffets and stuff on there.
Yeah,
so-
buffets with specialty restaurants.
Yeah,
I would say
they was going
I'll
crazy.
get into
You
more
was-
detail, but I avoided
Yeah.
I avoided the buffet
crazy.
after the first day. except for breakfast. We were only over there for breakfast. After that, we avoided the buffet for dinner and things. And like I said, we'll get into more detail as to why on MSC we avoided the buffet. But we avoided the buffet after the first
day, really. I mean, not for
breakfast.
Breakfast
and probably
straight.
like snacks, coffee, juices.
Something like that. Something light.
And the desserts. That was about it. We kind of stuck to specialty dining. Keeping things general, like I said, because I don't want to get into more detail than we're going to include in the sit down. One issue I had with MSC is like, as a couple, it got to be really annoying when we were seated too close to people. I really just wanted to sit the two of us together. I didn't want to be super close up on people, so that got irritating after a while. What is that one?
Yeah.
MSC cruise.
MSC cruise.
MSC cruise. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, we took an MSC cruise.
It got annoying, and I remember we went to a complimentary restaurant. They had us at a whole long table full of strangers, and
and they sit you too close together.
It was like tables of two, so I didn't understand.
It's like lunch in high school, basically.
Yeah, it was like lunch in high school.
When you're sitting that close.
I got irritated by that.
Exactly what it is.
Real quick. They cut it out by the second specialty restaurant. That one was kind of empty though.
That was.
Soon found out why.
Figured out why, because I was like, oh look.
As for the music,
the music was alright, man.
It was
you know what I mean?
global and more eclectic.
Yeah.
He did play some hip hop, but the hip hop did not overpower the cruise.
No. They had a little bit for everybody.
Songs, you know what I mean?
They had the line dances going and everything.
They played the typical cruise songs. You could see top comments just to see if anybody else was coming in.
Yeah, man, but I mean, it was good, man. We had a good time.
Okay. It's not for everybody, but I really didn't understand people completely trashing the cruise.
Y'all line dance? Yeah, we did a little line dance.
We did a little bit of line dancing.
Yeah, we did a little bit of line dance, man.
You know, a little bit of Cupid shuffle.
Yeah, we had to get down with the get down.
The Latin and South African line dances.
Oh yeah, they had a lot of them too.
They had the Gangnam style.
The Gangnam style.
They went back a little bit.
Gangnam style.
Yeah, so
that joint was crazy. That joint was nice. I liked it, man. It was multicultural in there, for real.
It is multicultural.
For real.
If you just have an issue with multicultural vibes, it's again.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, look like
good people. Thank you.
Thank you.
Blake on the Lake.
Blake on the Lake. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Is it good or no? It was like old school.
It was like old school
stuff.
It wasn't
the new stuff.
It was like the 2000s.
It was like I'd say he didn't go farther than like the 2000s, like late 20 to 2000s to like early 2010s, like with Drake and stuff. Yeah. So.
Right.
Oh, it's Blake. He's Blake.
Blake. I'm Blake.
Yeah, okay. Sorry about that, Blake.
All right, Blake.
Yeah, it was like, it couldn't have been past like the 2012s.
Yeah, it's like
2012 in the early 2000s. He hit 95 too, 95, 97.
He went back.
When he went back to Big and Mace.
Right.
Biggie and Mace. When we were leaving out of the Bahamas. We did have an emergency situation on the ship. That was crazy.
We did. We had a little emergency situation.
Some of the people almost didn't make it off of the island.
They
got stuck over there. It was a legitimate emergency situation. It was funny.
It was kind of crazy though, because when he came over, I was like, "What?"
Yeah, we were trying to figure out what was going on.
Yeah.
They lost their gangway. The ropes on the side that were tethering the ships were snapping.
Yeah, they were snapping off. I was like, that was crazy.
And the boat was kind of like listing.
I'm trying to think, was it on there tight enough? It might have been like.
It was the wind. The wind.
Golly, like them joints pop.
Picked up really high, over 40 knots.
They pop. I was like, hold up, this joint got
people
serious.
People were stuck on the island for like an hour. We're Floridians. So
yeah, we from Florida.
We already know
when
a storm is coming, and then you better get your ass back on the ship.
You could tell.
You could tell.
You could tell before that storm hit.
The dark storm clouds were out. I don't know why them people were still over there swimming and partying. I even heard thunder clapping.
Yeah, it started. Yep. As soon as we started walking back, you heard the thunder.
It was
Boom,
thunder
boom. I was like,
clapping,
uh-oh.
and I was like,
It's on its way. It's
why
on its
y'all
way.
still in the see, we're Floridians. Floridians,
We already know what time it is.
It pops off fast down here. You know, 1 minute you're looking at the dark clouds, you blink, and it's like torrential, tropical windstorm, full-blown, like big quarter-sized raindrops falling.
You can't
like,
see.
You can't
Literally,
see.
we was coming back in it.
What did they say?
We was coming back in it.
Yeah, me too. I live in
like-
the USA.
Yeah, I like this stream.
Thank you.
Thank
so
you.
Glad
Appreciate
you like
it.
the stream.
Thank you, like the stream, man. We
Yeah,
appreciate
we'll get
it.
into more detail,
Definitely appreciate
like
it.
greater detail later. But I didn't understand, and the people were angry. Some of them were in ponchos. I'm like, how y'all gonna spend every second on the island and wait till the rain is gonna fall on your head before you get out?
It's crazy. Like you see the
that,
storm
they
coming,
saw the storm
but you gonna
coming
stay in the
and
water
continue to stay in
and
the water
play.
and play.
anyway. When you know it's coming,
You know it's coming.
that's a sign to say, hey, it's time to get back on this ship. Yeah, it's time to get up out of here because it's about to get real. And look, 10 minutes later, 20 minutes later, it got real. I mean, the wind was blowing so crazy too. They said it got up to like 40 miles an hour, unexpected storm. So, yeah, it got crazy. I'm putting some more bubbles in this drink. I can open it. Yeah, unexpected storm, so that joint got real quick. You know what I mean? It got real quick, man. It's hot. Yeah, this hot tub hotter than the one that was on the ship.
Yeah, they had hot tubs on the ship. You know what I hate? And I'm glad they changed the rules at our hot tub. I hate when people let their kids come in the hot tub, they come in walking goggles, they come in jumping, doing cannonballs. Like the comedian was talking about that. And I don't know, I just feel like they should have like more age restricted areas, like restrict them from hot tubs or put one in the kid area then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I sub. Thank you so much for subscribing.
Oh, thanks for the sub, man. We really appreciate that, man.
Appreciate it.
Definitely appreciate you too.
Kids.
Thanks,
really,
Blake and Blake. Both of y'all Blake.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Appreciate y'all.
Kids really don't belong in the hot tub with adults. It's not appropriate. Like, I don't know why. If they're sitting amongst themselves around the kiddie pool,
Yeah.
but that's something I don't understand in adult settings.
And then they leaving the kids by themselves.
Yeah, they just come in the hot tub by themselves, and they think it's a wading pool. They don't understand.
They don't know what
bench.
it is. Yeah.
There's a cement bench.
They think it's a pool.
They can hit their heads on.
Yeah, they think it's a pool.
You know?
They want to swim. They want to do everything in that thing.
Then when they bust their head or get brain damage,
Did the mom
somebody's
get
gonna
mad?
be ready to sue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what the hell was your kid doing in the hot tub anyway?
Yeah, and then the parents.
Where were you?
Then the parents gonna get mad. It's like,
Where were you? Because a lot of them parents, it's not just Carnival, y'all. It was happening on MSC. Them kids just be feral.
Yeah.
Running around, feral.
Yeah.
Getting plates of food, taking it up to their room, unsupervised.
They don't care.
Parents be at the bar, in the room, doing God knows what. They just gone.
They just leave their kids. They don't
They
care.
just leave the kids.
Hey, y'all on y'all own.
They're on the ship pressing all the
Y'all
damn...
know where the room at? Alright. Y'all on y'all own.
They be on the elevators pushing all the damn buttons outside the door. So the elevator stops on every single floor.
Have a nice night, Blake.
Have a nice night.
Yeah.
What did he say?
He's going to bed.
Nice night, everyone. You have a nice night, too.
Yeah, nice night, Blake. Thanks for the
So
sub.
I just
Appreciate
wanted to say it did happen. I felt like it was a more tame crowd. And for those of us we're 40 plus, and I'm just not on the ship for the full bloom. We had a night of turn up, but the white party was very turned up.
Yeah,
very turned up.
That joint was crazy.
Very
I ain't
turned
never
up.
seen nothing like that.
I've never seen or experienced the international party that live.
Nah,
And the music selection was good.
Yeah, they was partying, man.
Some people
From every culture, man.
Some people from South Africa, Brazil.
That's what I like. She was going around the world with it.
America.
We gonna go here. We gonna go here.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's what I'm talking about.
Buenas noches. Good night. Buenas
Buenas noches. Good night.
Gracias. Thank you for
coming
joining
in.
us.
Appreciate it. Hit the sub button. The thumbs up. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing? What was that?
I don't know. They're just saying hello. But yeah, so it happens on every cruise line.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Anytime
yeah.
I'd say that there's an unlimited drink package present on a ship, you're going to have unaccompanied minors. That's just a given.
Yeah, you're gonna have that.
If they have unlimited drinking going on, the parents are gonna let their kids roam and they're gonna go drink.
Yeah.
Find a chair, find a bar.
That's what they pay for. They try and drink everything they pay for.
Exactly.
That whole package. And it's expensive.
I would say it's expensive.
And it's expensive. So
on MSC, you
are they trying to get their money.
You are gonna need a drink package on MSC, like
you gotta get a drink package. You're definitely gonna need one. Yeah.
Yeah, it happens on every cruise line. It's not just Carnival. It's not just Royal.
Me, I speak.
Yeah, I don't know.
Espanol, okay.
Okay.
Okay, you speak Spanish.
You speak Spanish.
Okay.
Bienvenidos. You're welcome here.
Yeah, you're welcome here.
But yeah, every cruise line, man, people try to make it seem like, and I don't know, we got to work on it as a community, like to stop bashing people that do go on Carnival or do go on certain people that do go on Margarita.
Yeah, I mean, people got their own vibe and what they like to do.
And they have their own budget.
And everybody
Maybe they can't afford
their own budget.
Right. On those other cruise lines.
So people going to have their own opinion regardless.
Maybe they feel like it's too bougie for them.
It's too bougie, you know what I mean?
It's not enough.
So people going to have their opinion regardless, you know what I mean? And whatever, floats their boat, hey, that's what they do.
But I feel like we have to stop making fun of people's vacation choices. Like, I don't feel like that's really fair to people. Some people would tell you straight up, yeah, it's the ghetto ship, but I like it. Like, they'll bluntly say it. I haven't experienced it. That's the thing. We try not to speak on things
we haven't experienced. Yeah, we haven't been on there yet.
So,
do we plan to go? Yeah, in the future.
We do plan. It would be something more that I do with my kids when I take a Carnival cruise and probably Royal Caribbean. We're taking it.
Yeah, we saw the celebration.
That's
celebration
looked
nice.
Celebration did look nice.
That was big. It was a big ship.
That looked like a nice ship. It didn't look like a bad ship. It looked like a family ship.
Yeah, that looked nice. I ain't gonna lie.
It docked next to our ship.
Yeah. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one that had the roller coaster, right?
I would say MSC. It's family friendly, but I probably wouldn't bring my kids on. I think my kids will get bored.
On MSC?
Possibly so. I don't know. They may like it. It's stuff for the kids to do.
It's stuff for them to do.
Basketball, the jungle pool, but our kids, I don't know. Probably, but they would want to flock to the arcade and the jungle pool.
Oh yeah, they're gonna want to play. They're gonna want to play.
But I'm looking more towards probably Royal Caribbean when we take the kids, or Carnival. But for MSC, no, our kids did not go. For those that are going to be looking for the cute little family vibe with us playing games with the kids and stuff, I'm sorry, it was very much a couple's trip. I mean, we didn't get too over, where we're going to make people uncomfortable with us on camera, but it was more like romantic dinner vibes.
Yeah, nice vibes, man.
Dressing up for dinner
vibes. You need with your wife. You need them type vibes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
you
it was
reconnect.
more,
like you say, you gotta reconnect.
Because we didn't really go anywhere for our anniversary. We just went to the sushi place. Not saying it like that, but we usually do things really big for our anniversary.
Yeah, we normally do. Like we used to do big stuff a lot. We getting back.
Yeah, so we're getting back.
We definitely getting back. So y'all stay tuned. Yeah, that was just
We only went to the Bahamas for like 4 days. That's not it.
No, I'm telling you that right now.
The passports don't expire in 2029. They will be getting very much used.
Oh yeah.
I found out I was able to work on the cruise ship for the one day that I was scheduled.
Oh yeah.
I was only scheduled for 1 day for 4 hours. So I did bite the bullet and purchase the Wi-Fi for the 1 day so I could clock in, and that was that.
And how that worked? Good.
It worked well. Like people were saying the Wi-Fi is trash. Bruh, where? Like
I don't know where people be getting all this stuff from. Though.
I was
on
there for like a solid 5 hours for work. Like where are these people getting their information from? Please go see for yourself.
Yeah, you gotta see for yourself,
Go see
man.
for
You know
yourself.
what I mean? You know what I mean? Because sometimes people might say something that
even
you think that it's not going to be, it's not worth going. But then when you go, it's a totally different story.
I'd say out of the cruise group that was started on Facebook that we cruised with, only 25% or less have been like critically hitting the ship hard.
Hitting that shit, yeah.
Yeah, like 10 to 15% majority of the cruisers said they had a good time.
They had a
Only
good time on it. Yeah.
10 to 25% found something like that made it not as, you know, good or whatever. But
Yeah, not as
I
good
think
for
it
them.
depends on what deck you're on, because we were on a high deck.
We was high of this. We
We
was
were on
high
like
of
deck
this.
15. So I've got some stories on my Instagram that I'm kind of like, for the people that follow me more closely, they're kind of getting teasers and sneak peeks of things. I'm going to try to hold as much as I can close to the chest and save it for TikTok and for the movie.
Yeah.
And we're just giving you guys an overview here. But it
I'll
felt
give you an
so
overview of the trip,
good to be back traveling again internationally.
Man, it felt good,
It
man.
felt
I ain't
so
gonna lie.
good.
Feel like you're living your life again.
It did. It felt like I was
you-
living my
It's
life.
like you're coming back alive or something. It's
I
crazy.
really embraced the digital nomad lifestyle and just did what I had to do, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're talking about MSC Seascape, just giving an overview for our next sit-down, things we're going to be discussing. And we're going to be discussing more and more detail the embarkation process, what our room was like.
I don't know.
Yeah, what our room was like and all of that stuff. We'll be getting into more detail about that.
Yeah,
We'll be
definitely getting into
sharing,
more detail about it.
It's getting harder for me, y'all. I reviewed a couple of restaurants and management, like they always do, management spotted me. And yeah, you can see in one of my
they come
reviews, they came up to me and we had a conversation. So
They come out.
it's getting, I don't know, we're not even at the 100,000 or the million yet.
Oh yeah,
but
so people know what's going on. They know what's going on.
that
Even if you think they don't know, they know.
they know us from way.
And that's crazy though,
It is,
because we ain't never been on
we're
there.
not really, we don't have a super large
Following,
yet,
but people know.
but it's like as soon as I kind of like start doing my review thing, tasting the food, getting deep into my commentary, it's like they know. So management was kind of like an eye shot, ear shot.
Yeah, every time.
They were
Almost every time it felt
I
like.
knew when they were calling him Mr. Taylor. I was like, uh-oh, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. No more.
Oh, that's another
no
thing
more
too.
incognito.
Yeah, that's another thing. I was hearing a lot about the customer service. Customer service was good.
Yeah.
We ain't had no problems with the customer service.
They were calling him Mr. Taylor,
Yeah.
Mr. and Mrs. Taylor. They
Yeah.
were calling us at the
Customer
specialty
service
restaurant.
was good, man.
At Butcher's Cut and at Ocean K.
Yep.
They were calling us Mr. and Mrs. Taylor. So they knew. I was like, oh crap. I don't know if I'm gonna have to get a floppy straw hat, what I'm gonna have to do when I review.
Go in there and do
Get a
them.
smaller camera, but all
Do
we
them
had was the
restaurant.
cell phone out, and it's
Yeah,
like
that's all we had was our
I
cell
don't
phone
even think
camera.
we pulled the cell phone out, and they just had eyes on the table, and I was like, uh-oh.
The whole time, like, as soon as we got in, though, that was the crazy part.
As soon as we were in
Like,
there,
dang, we ain't even ordered the food yet.
They
Like,
pull out your chair, they put the napkin on you. I don't know where.
Yeah, the customer service was on point. I was surprised.
Saying it was
I'm like, dang, man, you know what I'm saying? They putting the napkin down. I'm like,
Yeah.
dang, I could do that. Yeah,
I mean,
y'all, you got it, though.
They
God,
pulled
dang.
out my chair, and then
This
they were
is
like,
crazy
oh,
right here.
Sir, I thought she was gonna sit there.
Yeah.
You know, like, hey, that chair was for her, and this chair was for you. You
Man, this one was crazy. Customer service was
know?
on
It was on
point.
point.
I ain't even gonna lie. Like, it was like we was 5-star on that thing.
It
all
did.
the way.
It felt
That's
like
what it felt like.
It felt like
felt like
5-star.
5-star all the
Crazy
way.
thing was, when you look at our Instagram, we did book the Bella experience, so I was very, very shocked.
And they looked out for us.
They looked out for us.
With the Bella. And if you
I don't give a damn about
and
no
if you
towel
book
in
Bella at MSC, you know what Bella is.
Yeah.
It's rolling the dice. It's whatever we give you.
It's
But
like the lottery. It's whatever you
whatever,
get.
yeah, whatever we give you.
Get
You know what I'm
what
saying?
you get, and you don't have a fit.
Yeah.
So we ended up, I knew that was going to happen to us. I had a phobia and an extreme fear of it. And you can hear me in my IG clip saying, I got to face my fear. Got to face my fear. I just got to face my fear.
Yeah, we was
of
up there,
being
though.
up there on deck 15 with a balcony
We was
over the ocean.
And matter of fact, I think the highest it went was 19.
19, so we
Yeah.
were only 4 decks below the highest deck.
The highest deck. Like,
So-
that joint was not a game.
The look down was
I ain't gonna lie.
very,
I ain't gonna lie. I looked down a couple times, but when I looked down, it like I felt my stomach like,
Yeah,
yo,
drop.
what the hell?
drop.
Yeah.
Drop.
And I wasn't even on the roller coaster, bruh.
Yeah.
I wasn't even on the roller coaster. I was like, hold up. That's why I said in my clip, I was like, I ain't gonna be doing this too much. Like,
No, we
dang.
just sat in a chair.
Like, yeah,
and
late,
chilled out.
like
But I
that.
did hear some crazy people downstairs letting the kids play on the balcony. I'm like, you know,
Hey, you know what?
one floor below us and one
And
next
that's
to us.
late at night. It's pitch black out there.
Pitch black.
And you playing on the balcony, you got to be crazy.
Very crazy.
You got. I wouldn't even try to go out there at nighttime. Like,
No.
nah, bro, it's too dark.
Yeah,
It's
you
too dark. You can't see nothing. And you know what I mean? Anything can happen. Hey, that boat ain't stopping for you. I'm telling you that right now. Man overboard. Hey, hey, that's on you. Hope you survive.
Hope you make it. I don't know. They throw you a ring or something.
So you a ring or something going on, cuz.
Yeah.
Not being up that high, and then it's that dark. You can't see nothing, man.
No, but they were letting the kids play. I could hear them pounding on the door at night. That was kind of crazy. But yeah, we had a time. We had a fun time. But like I said, if you're looking for a family vacation vibe, it's more of a couples vibe, couples trip.
Right.
More like us doing adult things.
Yeah.
And eating adult meals during the trip. Like, you know what I mean? So if you want to watch adult meals and a couple kind of hanging out on the cruise ship, you know, we'll take the kids next time, maybe the Royal or Carnival.
Yeah, we think about that
MSC
Royal or
this time.
Carnival. Yeah, MSC.
Did you see the comments if any came through?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to
So
look.
she switched it.
See, top. Nah.
No. Well, you're on a person. You gotta be careful. So you gotta go back to the ribbon. So yeah, it was an experience, y'all. I enjoyed it. It was an experience.
It was crazy.
It was, and
It was something
you gotta
different,
hold it
man.
different because they're gonna think you kind of clothes.
I'm just hyped, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just hyped that we got out.
Yeah.
And got a chance to get back to it, you know what I mean?
Get back to traveling because it felt good to be back. Traveling.
It's been a long time.
It's been a very long time.
Years, literally.
It's been years.
For real. Because I don't really consider Orlando already. I mean, it's because it's right here in our backyard.
I don't consider Orlando or Miami like a international.
I mean, it's
Orlando,
a trip. It's good.
Especially because it's more for the kids.
Yeah, Orlando. Yeah.
They want to go back.
They want to go back.
I would rather probably take them on a Royal Caribbean or something now that we've experienced it.
And we ain't got to do no crazy long. We can do one like we just did. 4 days, 3 days, whatever. Miami.
Yeah.
And let them experience.
We only live 3.5 hours from Miami.
Yeah, so that's another thing. The drive to Miami wasn't even that bad. It really wasn't, man. I mean, you hit a couple of pockets, but the only thing you got to do is say, like, we had to leave out 1:30. So you got to leave here early. You know what I'm saying? We got out of here, what, 6:30?
6 in the morning. So
Yeah.
that's how we were able to get on a ship early. The downside of that is that we're still cleaning.
Yeah, that's only,
That was the only
But the drive was
downside.
smooth, though.
But the drive was really smooth.
It wasn't nothing crazy, you know what I mean? But you always want to allow yourself time, just in case.
We allowed 6 hours.
Because you never know what's going to happen on the highway.
3.5 hours, so we allowed 6 hours to get down there.
Yeah, for traffic or, crashes or, you know what I mean, whatever. On the highway, unexpected stuff. So you always want to, like, get out early.
Yeah.
Early as you can.
Yep. So, I mean, I enjoyed the experience. I can't wait to share everything that we did on the ship and all of the different, we're foodies, so.
Yeah, we foodie, we was eating.
And we didn't do too many excursions because we kind of like wanted to focus on one.
Yeah, we wanted to vibe with the ship and what,
like?
Yeah, what's that experience like?
I will say we didn't do too heavy on the excursion. Honestly, the first 2 blocks of the Bahamas, I was over it.
Yeah, that
was
don't.
over
They was
it
going
by
crazy.
the first 2 blocks.
As soon as you get out them gates, boy, they be on you. They be on. As soon as you get out them gates, them port gates.
First 2 blocks of the Bahamas.
They like, hey,
I saw
welcome.
the beach. It was pretty. It
Welcome to
wasn't
the
siesta,
city.
but it was pretty.
Welcome to the
beach
city.
was pretty. The sand was not siesta.
Yeah,
but it was a pretty beach. For the little strip that we did walk on.
Yeah.
But it was too intense.
Yeah,
it starts revving up a little bit like It starts revving up when you're in a little area with the little colorful houses fresh off the port. But as soon as you get out them gates.
Yeah, you get out them gates. Oh, That's when it's go time.
You want ganja.
And then they know it's go time too.
Yeah, they know it's
So
go
they just
time.
waiting for you to come out. They just waiting for you.
Yeah.
They like, yeah, as soon
Yeah,
as they come out
They
here.
was even bashing their own city. It ain't nothing to see down here, downtown. You want to go with me on the glass bottom boat, man.
Go on the glass bottom boat, man.
Like, hey, you want to see jet skis? I'll take you around town. Ride with me. I'm like,
I got a good
ride
deal.
with
Good
you.
deal for you. Good deal.
Sounds like trafficking to me.
Yeah,
I'm good.
like,
I don't know.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
Then the ladies even, they were, hey, you want to join us? Join all of us. I was like, man.
Yeah, that don't
By the second block, I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, so it's time for me to
Second
clock
block.
in for
Turn
my
around.
4 hours, and
You gotta
I'll
turn
be
around.
back for some conch,
Yeah.
crack conch.
Crack
and
conch,
that was
yeah.
it. I just
That
wanted,
was pretty good.
I wanted my crack conch, and I walked around
That's
the
how I
2
was
and a
like.
half blocks, and I was finished. I was like,
Yeah,
all
I
of
was like,
this,
man, I ain't going back out there. You
I
go
ain't
back out
going
there,
back
that
out there.
they going
I'm
too
gonna stay in
crazy.
the gates and be the tourist today. I experienced it.
You experience it as soon as you get out them gates, boy.
I couldn't
They
do
on
it.
you.
I couldn't do it that day.
Hey,
day.
what you want, man?
Wanna
$100. I got a
wanna
low.
buy, wanna
You talking about
buy,
something? I
wanna
got a
buy,
low
wanna buy.
price. $100. Oh, that's a low price, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, buddy.
Now come walk in loaded with your cash.
Oh yeah, you gotta have bread.
Got
Have your
cash
bread
out
up.
there. We had cash.
Yeah.
We bought some drinks from this lady, and
Yeah.
we were good sports. You know, we walked around the stores and the shops. I like to experience the locals. I'm not one of those stuffy travelers that's like, I'm so offended.
No, you gotta experience the local. That's the only way. I mean, you shouldn't even go. Like,
Yeah,
if you not,
like,
if you
if
don't,
you-
wow, you
then
must stay in
don't go.
America. I mean, you
know
gotta
what I
spend it
mean?
the
Stop
locals.
picking your nose.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta spend it the locals. You know what I'm
You
saying?
gotta experience the locals, man. You
Yeah.
can't do that. You know?
And honestly, I was kind of used to that vibe, to be honest, because we got married in Jamaica. So
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna lie. When we left that joint, they was the same way. So, you know what I mean?
Some people would look down, like you could see some of the tourists that were really scared. They would just
they
look
was
down,
nervous. Yeah,
and
they
wouldn't
like they
make
was
eye
nervous.
contact.
Cause
It
they ain't
was
know what was
were
going
scared.
on.
You could tell some
And
of them
that,
were scared.
only thing they really was doing, to be honest, is trying to make a living. That's how they make
They
their
make
living.
their living.
That's
And
how
I
they make,
feel
and
like
they sell.
People act so scared.
You know what I mean? They not trying to mess with you like that.
No,
They
they're
really
just-
trying to
that's
make a
how they
living.
make their
That's how they make
living
their
and
living.
How they make their bread.
But
And
they're aggressive with it. That's
Very
the only
aggressive.
thing. They're
Very
aggressive with it. But I mean, that's how they live, man. So
That's
you
what it
can't
is.
down
You
that.
can't
You know what I
down
mean?
them
You
or
hustling,
judge
man.
them.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
it's a hustle, man.
I'm just saying. I had enough. I
Yeah,
knew I had to clock in, and I had to get back to the ship. So
yeah.
we came back for some cat conch.
Yeah, we did.
I wish we could have made it to fish fry, but we did go to Linda's.
Linda's,
I
yeah.
wanted to go to fish fry though. I wanted to go to the real. I prefer to go to the real places. I don't really like going. I like to go outside the gates. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was aggressive outside those gates, y'all. It was really aggressive. Like every.
They was going
What was
crazy.
it? You said every 1 to 2 feet.
Yeah, 2 feet, like
You
literally.
couldn't make it 2 feet.
Like I'm like, golly, and
Like-
one of them will see you telling the other one, nah, I'm good, and the other one right behind
get
him,
more
he jump,
aggressive.
he jump on you. Hey, I know you ain't want to do that, but hey, you want to do this? I'm like, bruh, nah, I'm good, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, then they switch it up. Like I said with that, well, do you want some ganja? And
Yeah.
he was like, nah, I'm good.
And
on
then
that
you good,
too.
you good, or
I
you
saw
want
that
some?
dog. I saw the dog.
Yeah, he was just looking
I saw
at
the
me.
dog
You
with
want
the
some
vest.
ganja, man,
No,
huh?
I'm good.
I was like, nah, I'm good.
I don't
man.
know what they put in that.
I don't know what
I
that,
don't know. I
yeah,
guess over there it's pure, but I was good
yeah,
on
that
all
ganja, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I wanted the crack the conch.
I said
I
ganja,
wanted to
what's
try
that?
the conch salad.
Nah, I
I
ain't
didn't
never
get
heard
to try
that
the
before.
conch salad. I did want to try that.
That don't sound like pot.
It is. That is what we call it.
Yeah,
Weed.
pot.
Weed.
Yeah,
Weed.
that's what I know of that. I don't know
We
what
call
that.
it weed.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Ganja.
You gotta
pot.
be prepared. For
Hold
when
up,
you
man.
get-
They call
You gotta
it
be prepared for
something
when you get
different
off.
over here.
You gotta be prepared for when you get off the ship and leave the ship gate. Some of y'all don't
Yeah.
leave the ship gates. You're too scared.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Yeah.
not going past the little port gates.
Oh nah, they go on that little small pot and go right back.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, they not. Ooh, it feels so much. I was getting cold. I was getting cold.
You like to jump out, and jump in.
I do. Jump
Look,
in,
jump in,
jump
jump
out.
out.
Yeah, so it was, I enjoyed myself. I did.
Yeah, but I had a good time. I ain't gonna
But
lie.
see,
And that was our
we're
first
the
time
fun
doing
people. Like,
it. Yeah, we gonna have a good time
We're
regardless.
gonna have a good time regardless.
Anywhere we go, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. You know what I mean? Like we gonna fit in. We gonna have a good time, and we gonna enjoy ourselves. You know what I mean?
People really really missed
And that's what
us
people
when
need
we
to
left,
understand.
the Maryland area, because we're like, I wouldn't say we're the life of the party, but we do, like, we're really upbeat and cheerful people, like,
Yeah.
when we're at parties, so.
Yeah, man. Because that's what you got to do, man. You got to have fun, man. Live your life,
I think
bro.
I could see,
It can't
like,
be
the
uptight
looks.
and complain about
Yeah,
everything.
like, it was
and
these two ladies.
you're just down. You down in your time. You paid your money for this.
That I will say, too.
You paid your money for
Don't
this.
get me wrong, y'all. We recorded a
Come
lot,
on, man.
but I was not vlogging every nook and cranny.
Yeah, nah.
We had to turn that camera off for some things because
Yeah.
we was doing some things.
You got to enjoy your vacation, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But we got a lot of content for y'all coming. It's a lot of content. We had cute. We switched up. We dressed up a few times. So
Yeah,
y'all
we
get
did,
to
yeah.
see us really like glammed up and dressed up.
Yeah. Got a
Which
chance to
was
put
fun.
some stuff on.
Got a chance to put some things on
Yeah.
that we haven't worn in a while, and it
Yeah.
was good. It was
a nice
mommy
vibe, man.
and daddy, husband and wife vibes all weekend.
Yeah.
But I do want to take the kids on a royal or possibly a carnival. But
Yeah, we got to take them.
I think for us, the next ones I want to hit for us is probably Celebrity and Virgin, because I'm a foodie.
Yeah.
I'm a foodie.
I heard Virgin.
I am
like,
there
really
for
good
the food. Like, after a while, fried stuff and
Mhm.
all the junk. I'm a serious
Eat everything, man. You eat everything. You
And
know what
I
I
would
mean? And that's what it
say,
is. You gotta eat everything, man.
if you
know what I mean?
only eat one particular type of cuisine, you're not a foodie.
You're not a foodie,
is somebody that eats international
Because I'm
foods.
gonna tell you, before my wife, I wasn't no foodie. I ate regular stuff. And you know what regular stuff is? Regular stuff that we eat. You know what I'm saying? But now my wife, she started introducing me to that other stuff. Started introducing me to what was that?
Sushi.
Sushi, yeah, sushi and stuff like that. I'm like, what the
Jerk.
heck is this? Jerk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now I'm eating all types of wild stuff, I guess you call it.
Antipasto.
You know, yeah, I was like, man, hold up, man.
Gyros.
A lot of that stuff. Yeah, gyros.
Lamb.
I wasn't eating none of that stuff.
Calamari.
You know what I mean? Like calamari. And I definitely ain't going to eat no calamari.
So,
you know what I mean? But now, I order that joint all the time. The thing is, you got to step outside I don't care what nobody says. Step outside the box.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I think some people like
you have to step outside the box,
when
bro.
they were on.
You can't be stuck in a box, especially even if you go on that cruise. You can't be stuck in a box. Cause if you stuck in a box, you ain't gonna have a good time.
I saw that some of our people, I hate to say it, but some of our people, some of our brothers and sisters it's y'all. You're like internationally intolerant. Like that's what I started noticing. They're internationally intolerant. If there's certain music that starts playing and it don't have that bounce to it, it's not hip hop.
It's not hip hop, yeah.
Go-go, it's not, twerk vibes. If it's not old school line dances, where them fans at? And I know that's a new one and stuff, And they did play Cupid and Wobble for us.
They did.
But when you start stepping outside of that stuff and start playing African, Spanish music, merengue, salsa, flamenco, they going off.
They going off, man. Look, you just gotta learn it.
Other one,
just learn it. Try to learn it.
Reggaeton,
yeah.
They don't want to hear none of that.
Yeah. They don't want to hear
none of that. Even the South African music, they was going on.
Yeah.
I feel like some of our brothers and sisters, I hate to say it, but it's you. You are internationally intolerant.
Exactly. That's what it is.
You're internationally intolerant.
You got to be well-rounded, man.
That's what makes it.
If you're not well-rounded,
if they're not playing reggae
you ain't gonna like
or hip-hop, they going off. They
got to be well-rounded.
And they had a steel drummer out there.
They did.
We did have a steel drummer out there.
We got it.
The lady was even singing Stevie Wonder. She was singing Michael Jackson.
Yeah. I think we got the steel drummer, too.
I'm trying to remember what else she was singing. Her and the chick band.
Yeah, I got some of that too. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff, man. I ain't gonna lie, I was recording so crazy.
Comments?
I don't know what I was doing. I was just recording crazy. I had to calm myself down.
Yeah.
Unless it's froze. It might be froze.
It probably froze.
You can see if it's froze.
I can see if it froze.
Yeah, man, but man, I'm telling you, we had a good time. So I'm telling you, man, that MSC cruise, you got to be open-minded. And you gotta realize there's a lot of different cultures on that ship right there. There's a lot of different ones. Because you're gonna have your black people, you're gonna have your Haitian people, Latinos, big on the ship, you had your white people, yeah, everybody. You know what I mean? And like you said, the DJ played a little bit of everything for everybody. So everybody was welcome, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was welcome, everybody was doing their thing. You know what I mean? And the food is the same way. So, man, you just gotta have open mind, because if you don't, you ain't gonna like it, man. I'm telling you that right now. That's like I just say, people in the hood don't want to leave. Yeah, I guess not. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to leave the hood, then
It's sad
it
to
is what
see.
it is. It's always gonna be what it was.
It's just, and I mean, it wasn't like predominantly anything on that ship except for probably Spanish people. I think they did predominate, but it's kind of sad to see your people internationally intolerant. Like, they are turned off by things that go over to a side of the global spectrum that they're not accustomed to.
They ain't used to.
And I think it's never been explained. Now, don't get me wrong, we do get treated nasty occasionally in some venues. I did not experience it on MSC, but some people do treat us unfair in the workplace and out in public. I'm not going to deny that those things happen, but equally, some of y'all are internationally intolerant. I said what I said. You really struggle with things that are outside of your cultural norm. Some people really struggle with things that are outside of what they're used to.
Yeah. They don't want to step
struggle
outside
of fried food, seafood boils.
They don't want to step outside of that.
French fries, hamburgers, hot dogs, chicken tenders,
That's
pizza.
like what they call it, the unknown. They don't want to go into the unknown.
It's like, what is that nasty shit?
Unknown? Nah, I don't even know what that is. Why am I go over there?
Why am I eat that? Why do I want to go there? Why do I want to try that? Why do I want to do that?
Right.
You know,
and it's crazy because when you do it, you probably like it, and then you start loving it. Like, hold up.
Cruises are like a safety. They're like a safety net for international travel too. So
yeah.
But I'm not. I mean, even at the we got like 10 minutes. Even at the comedy show, like I started to notice these two ladies in front of us with sour faces, like
and the comedy show. You gotta think about it. You on a cruise
like
ship,
that type
right?
Face,
so you're gonna have comedy. But it ain't gonna be probably like a Cat Williams show. It ain't gonna be like, you know what I mean? So you gotta already expect that. You gotta already expect that going into it. Don't expect it to be crazy.
The crazy thing is, people look at us, and I mean, I'm setting the record straight. You're dead wrong. We were born and raised in Chocolate City, in PG County, and DC area.
Yeah.
Okay, go look it up. It's very well known.
Very
wealthy,
well
predominantly black area. So we're not speaking from a place like, oh, you guys live in Sarasota, you live in Venice amongst all those white people. So of course, no, we grew up in Chocolate City, honey. Get it together or leave it alone. Don't speak what you know, and if you don't know, zip it. We're from Chocolate City, and we had to learn when we first got married and we moved to Howard County how to adapt.
How to adapt, because that's where it happened for me real quick. So, I said, hold up, it's a different ball game out here. It ain't all about where we come from.
And I think
you know what I mean? You always love where you come from.
I'm very proud. Like,
and
I
I'm
told
happy.
The lady,
I love where I come from.
Like I told the lady that the couple that we ran into, where the lady was from Fort Washington, I said, I'm very proud to have grown up and be from the PG area and from the DC area.
Totally different.
I'm very proud, but it was good to leave and expand
your horizon,
adapt and grow culturally, and experience other cultures, other foods, other places, other music, other cuisines, other churches, other things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes you well-traveled. That's what makes you well-rounded. Well-rounded.
Yeah. That's what you want to do. You want to be well-rounded. You don't want to be stuck in one daggone lane. Come on, man. Why you want to be stuck in one lane?
I could see how some people do not appreciate an experience like MSC.
Yeah.
And I mean, they were doing all the different dances. It's like, how else do you bring people together but by music and by dancing?
Exactly. Music going to bring you together.
That's what they did.
That's going to bring everybody together. And you could tell.
They said it.
You could tell.
We know what's going on out there, but on this ship right here.
Yep. Exactly what he said.
their MSC is trying to unite the people on the ship.
Everybody.
Okay?
Yeah.
So I enjoyed our experience. I really felt like I left the country.
Yeah.
I felt like I left the country. It didn't feel like an American cruise.
Nah.
I felt like I left the country.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Even the DJ was from India. He was brown. He was real brown. He had black hair. I thought maybe it was a black guy until Randall went up poster on him and they said he was from India.
Yeah, and I told him straight up. I was like, man, you playing some good vibes, man.
Yeah, he had the 90s and 2000s
you know what I'm saying?
hip hop.
Yeah, man. He was like, thank you.
And he switched up to some reggaeton.
Yeah, man. I was like, you playing some good vibes, man. You know what I mean? He bringing everybody together. That's what it's about. It's not only pleasing one race.
They played some top 40s pop, not too long of it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he was from India, so you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He had stuff.
He played some Punjabi MC and Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
that joint was nice.
I mean,
man.
Wait till you guys see, because I feel like
the
we
vlog,
covered.
It's like we talking about it, but you got to see it for yourself.
You have to see it to believe it.
Because when you see it, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, this was
maybe because it was a weekend cruise. I don't know.
I don't know.
But
I don't know if we picked the right time to
Maybe
go.
we picked the right time.
The right date. I don't know.
It was some graduation trips on there.
Yeah, it was graduation trips going on there and everything. Weddings,
engagements.
Yeah, weddings were on there.
Even some of the couples getting engaged were from opposite cultures. I saw this reddish blonde-haired white guy got engaged to this Spanish girl, and her family was like, salud, salud. Yeah. They were really happy. So you would hear the Latinos, the Spanish say that a lot.
Yeah.
They would say salud.
Salud, that means they're happy for you.
Yeah, and then if they didn't like the food, I know. Mao. You see them do that. That means the food is nasty. If the Spanish people go, I know, or they go, or Mao, it's bad.
It's bad.
You know. But they was packing it down.
Oh,
I was like, man, look at your primos, over there.
They had everything, bro.
Yeah, they was packing it down.
Bread,
they had their own Tupperware.
They weren't playing.
They weren't playing on. They was
weren't
packing
playing.
it away.
I still wonder how I wanted to see how they got that on the ship, because I was like, I don't know how they gonna get that back on the boat, but they probably did. You know
I mean, they were doing that at the buffet.
Yeah, they was going crazy.
They were doing that at the buffet, even not just the island buffet, but the real buffet. I saw the lady packing away croissants, chocolate rolls.
Yeah, they was taking that to the room.
Fresh fruit.
That's going straight to the room.
Yeah.
That's going straight to the room, nighttime, late night snacks.
Because when the kitchen shuts down on there, the kitchen shuts down.
Oh yeah, when it shut down, that's it. You ain't got nothing else to eat, buddy.
Yeah.
You know
I mean, for some
but the
of y'all,
buffet was open so much.
I'm gonna lose some of y'all, but I legit don't care. For some of y'all, after a certain hour, you need to put it down. That's why you don't like that music changing, because you can't you can't do all that salsa and that. That's too much moving for you.
When they be going in.
You know, maybe after a certain time frame, you need to put it down. You know what I'm saying?
They be getting it in, boy.
Yeah, them little hips be swinging.
They be
them high
going
heels.
Fast. Moving fast.
Man.
And then they music speed up so fast. That joint is no joke. That joint speed up so fast.
So I get it. But I mean, I do feel like
you want to lose some calories, go ahead, go dance.
I will say
you want to lose some calories.
I will say the MSC cruises, I noticed, was a more fit crowd. You weren't. I'm sorry. I'm gonna lose some of y'all, but I mean, you already know. You know, some of y'all may need to see doctor now, but you know, it would seem like a more fit crowd. You would see people piling on fresh fruit on the plates, deli cuts, salads, more healthy options, the antipasto, the cold cuts, the baked and grilled goods, the pastas. You would see people gravitating more to that. For those
more
that
healthy stuff.
For people that weren't eating that and was gravitating more to the more heavy things, they found those foods to kind of be nasty.
Right.
But you know,
they was packing plates
I did find them to be a more
3, 4, 5
more
plates.
like more of a foodies cruise, more of a health conscious cruise. Don't get me wrong, there was people packing on the pizza, the ice cream.
Oh yeah, it was.
Now
people.
Fried food on MSC is going to be more like panko. You're going to have like
that is
you're going to have stuff
panko fried.
breaded in panko. It's not going to be like fried. It's gonna be called fried, but it's more like shake and bake.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it's more. The pork chop is dredged in that panko.
Mm-hmm.
I think even the calamari was fried at the special.
Oh, the calamari was, yeah, that was good. That
But
was
the
fried.
pork chop and the crab cake was more like that panko.
That panko, yeah, panko fried.
The stuff that was on the buffet was definitely panko breaded, like the pork chop that I did see. I didn't really see any other fried.
They trying to go
like
light.
That.
They trying to go light fried.
I didn't really see any fried chicken either on there.
No, it wasn't no fried chicken.
No fried chicken.
They had baked chicken.
They had baked and grilled chicken.
Yeah,
the grilled
baked and
chicken
grilled
was
chicken.
actually good.
Now that was good, real good.
The jerk did not taste authentic.
And it was seasoned.
But it did.
And
you
it
could
was
taste a little bit of the jerk flavors, just not that spicy flavor.
Right.
But I said what I said. I know people are gonna come for me. I don't really care. I do feel like after, a little while, it's okay for them to shut it down,
It is.
It's okay.
It is.
So yeah, we got a few more minutes.
Yeah, a couple more minutes left, man.
If you're offended, I'm sorry, but
Yeah, so y'all be aware. We got a lot of content coming.
I'm not speaking to those of y'all where you catch an off day, you got from your excursion late, or you got back from a show late. I'm not talking to y'all. Y'all know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. Downright buffet abuse. You know who I'm talking about.
Going on there packing plates back to back.
Half the whole damn tray be gone.
Four plates.
I would like some of
that. Just piling them on each other.
Yeah.
And all the plates full.
Holding them like they got two on one arm.
I'm like, that's crazy.
One on the other
arm. I'm like, what are y'all doing?
Then go sit down and it's just them. And then the other person will get up.
And go get some more. I'm like, man, y'all gonna eat all that?
Dumping in the grocery bags, like I said, that was crazy.
Oh yeah, man, they was putting it away,
But the
they was
desserts were
stuff
good.
for the late night.
It was definitely a European
The late night snack. Huh?
Yeah. It was more of a European presentation though, like with the deli cuts, meats, cheeses.
And that's a European cruise line. So you gotta expect that too. You gotta know what ship. That's another thing. Know what you get yourself into before you get into it.
Know who it's for.
Know what you getting yourself into before you get into it.
Yeah.
That way you won't be so daggone surprised. Oh, they ain't got this. They don't,
And killing everybody else.
Everybody else vibe. Everybody else having a good time.
Everybody else having a good time.
Because they already expecting.
One face person with their arms folded.
Because they already expecting what time it is before they even get on the ship. So
they already
anticipating.
The comedy show, they had to fold their arms. Stuck face. You could see them.
And that was the crazy thing. Like, I already expected that comedy show. And I love comedy. That's why I picked the show. You know what I mean? But I already expected it wasn't going to be no crazy. But I knew it was going to be good enough, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So, I mean, but I felt
and he was good. He was good.
He was a clean.
He was decent.
Clean comedy black guy.
Yeah. He was decent.
I mean, I'm sorry if you felt like it was a direct hit. But I do feel like not those that get back from things late. You do have room service available. But depending on your experience, I think you have to have at least Oria.
Yeah.
Oria to get the room service. We didn't have room service, but we did do the specialty dining. But they do, and they have pizza delivery after hours. So I'm not speaking to those people. I'm just speaking to, But expand your palate. Like, try some different food. You're not gonna starve on that cruise. You'll see.
Yeah, that's what people say. Is hungry. It's like, man, you're not gonna starve on that food. On that cruise, man. It's food all around you.
No.
Everywhere you go, they got stuff. Yeah.
The desserts are excellent.
Desserts are really good. We got the smoothies.
Only thing that made me mad
smoothies was good. The strawberry smoothies we got.
Yeah. Only thing that made me angry was the ice cream machine. When we would get in there after it had been running, and this lady said, my son been waiting. And it was, the ice cream was melting. That was irritating.
That was crazy.
That didn't make any sense. I don't even know how the hell the ice cream machine was melting. That's one of my
you know what I mean?
But I can't wait to share with you guys. I've taken so much content. I've taken so much time. I curated dishes. I picked things. We picked things on purpose.
Yeah.
We were very intentional with our food selections. Very. We stayed away from things that people have already identified as we didn't do any of that.
Nope.
So
Yeah,
Stay
you're
tuned.
gonna get a different view from
A
us,
very different perspective
from
from us.
other
I'd
people
say the
that
only
went on
two
the ship
people
too.
that I could say after going on MSC that really
Seascape, yeah.
gave it a benefit of the doubt run through has been M&H and
Yeah.
Life with Us.
Life with us, they
So
detailed. Yeah.
we're gonna take the same approach and give you guys an honest and fair and genuine
Review.
presentation of the ship, its food, its vibes, its customer service, and overall experience. And I did speak to a supervisor while I was there, so stay tuned.
Alright, trendsetters.
All right,
We about to get
trendsetters.
up out of here. Alright, peace.
Go ahead, because you always do that when you get mad. Just close the act. Close the act.